Hello and welcome to the November issue of Chaparral. My name is Aisha Connor-Gayton, pronouns she, her, hers, and I'm your co-editor along with...
Hello, my name is Romy, my pronouns are they, them, and welcome to another issue. We're excited to be able to show you our new content for this issue.
Very excited. And we're still keeping with Bowie.
Yes.
We don't remember how he became a part of our theme, but it felt right.
I think yes.
Yes. So this issue is going to be inspired by the song Under Pressure, which is technically Queen. I don't even think Bowie gets a feature. We'll talk about that some other time.
Yes.
But the song, you've heard it everywhere. If not through here, then probably through Vanilla Ice, our favorite rapper, rapper of our times.
Truly.
You've heard the beat, you know it. But essentially, we're talking about what are the skills, what are the resources, what do we use to get our work done here at GCC, and maybe even how that work actually gets accomplished, because I feel like a lot of us do things that are kind of invisible to a lot of people on campus.
Yeah, this issue we're really focusing on a more of behind the scenes analysis of how we do our day-to-day, right? Some transparency about what it's like to be a librarian, an adjunct, a guild president, right? So our hope is that you get a better understanding of who we are, a better understanding of our columnists, along with a lot of our guest speakers and presenters who we have a really great addition this round with some people who we're having as our guests.
Yes, and we want to thank you for that input too, because as we mentioned in our last issue, we were going to be asking you about what you want to see in Chaparral, and a lot of you have already answered, and thank you for that. And we have been looking at it.
Yes, we have.
And that has been, I think, a big part of what inspired some of the interviews that we'll get into for this issue. Yeah. So that comes straight from you. We do take that into consideration. But so let's talk about us in terms of our work. So the question we asked folks this issue again: what are the skills and resources we use to get our work done here? And then maybe what are those things that maybe don't work so well sometimes, right? Trial and error.
Yeah. At least for me, it all comes down to organization, as Aisha knows very well, having worked together for, I don't even know how long at this point.
10 years.
I know. It's been 84 years.
87 years.
Yeah, organization, truly. I don't have the best memory, as many of my students can attest. So a calendar is required. I need alerts. I need paper reminders. I need to take notes during things. And that, along with the mindset of I also have to give myself permission to take breaks. If I don't overload my calendar, I find that I work better. So the mindset of flexibility, of some grace, has truly saved my life, because then I don't feel as overwhelmed and as unable to compete with a calendar, as maybe you can attest, that is just chock full of things that doesn't work for my tiny little monkey brain. So in terms of things that haven't really worked, I'm trying to think of a specific resource, but honestly, what didn't work was having things in multiple places. I thought maybe that would be more helpful if I had reminders on this calendar and on this notebook, and it had to be streamlined. Again, I can only take so many paths at once, so that really wasn't for me. But maybe you, as our viewer or listener, find that far more valuable. It just didn't quite work for me. But what about you?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, and this is why we probably work as well as we do, I think collaboration is one of my favorite things about being an academic, being at GCC. And so being highly organized with other people is like my fave.
Yes.
I am ruled by my calendar. It's the only person that I really listen to all the time. And I feel like if I say all the time, if it's not on my calendar, I'm not coming. I'm not there. I don't know what's happening. So between the calendar, for the creation of a lot of the content that you see in our Chaparral, especially because now we are web based, so born digital content, I use Canva, our favorite friend. And I think a true colleague who's always there for me when I'm up at night doing this, really makes all the graphics so much faster, all of the exporting from thing to thing so much faster. Because again, we host our videos on YouTube and then we embed them on our guide. And so that kind of making sure the resolution looks good, making sure the graphics still look crisp, that's Canva.
Yeah.
And so Canva has been honestly the third editor on this team. Luckily that we don't have to pay or give time to. But yeah, we love Canva. That has been a great resource for me, in addition to all of the calendaring that makes these interviews happen. Forms for finding out when people are free. I know we all have that friend who's just like emails back and forth to find a time. No. I love y'all down. I love y'all down.
Yeah.
But it's tough. So between the forms where I'm like, when are you free? And people just give it to me straight.
Yeah.
And then the Outlook where I can confirm that they are in fact free. And we can input that time and meet.
Yeah.
It's really important that, again, we just don't give ourselves a really hard time about the lapses and the things that we're trying to do. So the grace, obviously, but a lot of tools come in handy to make this thing happen. And you'll actually get a sneak peek of what my process looks like in building Chaparral. It's going to be riveting.
I mean,
so stay
honestly,
tuned.
yes. If
Stay
you ever
tuned.
wonder how it works and how it looks so good,
yeah,
this is the person you can thank for that.
it's fun.
I'm just the cute window dressing. This is the person who makes everything happen. So truly, it really is. I think it's fascinating to see how that stuff works, especially someone who has, I won't say no, but a little technical skill in that way. I could learn, but it's, the point is, that's something you can look forward to in this issue, is something, again, that you've requested, a little bit more of a transparency about how we do our job.
Yeah. So speaking of transparency, what's coming in this issue? So we've talked about our skills, resources, our mindset that helps us in the work that we do for Chaparral as co-editors. And you're going to hear from other folks as well. We've got our favorite guest columnist, Jean Lecuyer, is back and talking to us actually about how Chaparral came to be, which I actually didn't know the story. So if you didn't, please check it out. And it's a short read, so easy read.
Yeah.
We're talking to some folks on campus again about what their role is. And again, some of that transparency, what do they do? We're speaking with Donna Diamond in HR, Tony Reyes in the Health Services Center, which is key, as we know, as people are struggling with their mental health. We have students who have so many basic needs that need to be met. And honestly, the Health Services Division has been great with that. I've gone in and just asked them random stuff, and they're always really nice. And so, more of that. And as always, from our continual columnists who we love, Guild President, our CE President, we'll hopefully hear from Senate and some other folks as well. So stay tuned for all that good content. Did I miss anything important? I feel like it's a
Jenny.
Yes!
We'll be able to speak with Jenny, our friend Jenny.
Yes, so Jenny Quinones Skinner, our Public Information Officer from the Guild, but we'll actually be talking about Just Jenny,
just her.
which is Just Jenny, which should be the title for that. I'm going to write that down. It's so good. Okay. We'll be talking to her just about her growth. She's very active in the Glendale area, so folks who either know her or would like to know more about just what's going on in Glendale, we'll definitely be speaking to her and see what's been happening and how you can get involved as someone who not only maybe works here, but also lives here.
Yeah, and then the only final thing is we'll give you a rundown of local elections. Given that we, are a community college, I think it's best that we understand how this election has impacted us as individuals, especially our students, our dreamers, our, students who come from abroad, right? All of these things will be hopefully well outlined in this issue. So, that, if you miss something or want to even catch up your students, that can be a resource that you can use.
Yes. Great. Okay, so a lot of content to look forward to, including some behind the scenes footage. And I'll even do like a director's commentary, I'm giving Hans Zimmer over here. You're going to get the real
Dutch angles, lens flares.
I'm coming in hot with so much content that's going to help you. But for the most part, you'll get what you love about Chaparral and hopefully some new things too.
Yeah.
So as always, we thank you for viewing, watching, reading Chaparral. We hope that you enjoyed this issue. As always, you can find us at Chaparral at Glendale. That's 1P, 2 R's? I always get it wrong.
Yes.
Chaparral at glendale.edu. And we're here signing off, and we'll see you soon. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.